All right, what's in my bag? So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. We're gonna start with on the outside of the bag, and I just got a hero clip clipped onto the side right here so that I can always hang my bag on something if I need to keep it off of like bathroom floors, for example, or in case I just want to hang it up for easier accessibility. I've got the hero clip. Next up, continuing with like the outside pockets, we're going to go ahead and start with this hidden pocket right here. And what you see here is actually going to be a water bottle pocket. In here, I don't think this changed from last time, but this is just going to be an 18-ounce hydro flask, I believe. And I honestly don't use this that much because I have a water bottle at work, but this is more of a just in case item. It holds like a decent amount of water. 18 ounces isn't anything too crazy, but I like to have it just in case. So that is going to be my hydro flask water bottle. That's all that I keep in the water bottle pocket. Next up, we've got this outside kind of like admin compartment sort of thing, and this loads up sideways. So in here, I've just got a microfiber cloth. I've also got some screen cleaning solution. This is from Whoosh, I believe. And guys, if I can find any of this stuff online, I'll go ahead and link to it down in the description for y'all. So I believe this is one of the more popular items that people like, so I'll go ahead and link to this in the description. But this is a really great screen cleaner that I like to use. In here, this is just a tote bag that I got with another bag. It was the Stewart and Lau bag that I reviewed over on Carryology. It's a great bag. You guys should check out the review if you want to. But this tote bag came with it. In here, I've just got a little pouch. And honestly, I really go into this pouch, so I don't remember exactly what's in here. Looks like I've got an SD card, hair ties with some zip ties. I rarely ever use this stuff, guys. Like this pouch, I rarely ever use. I've got some extra lip balm. Oh, I've got two lip balm, one extra and one that I'm currently using. I've got a lightning adapter for a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Now, this isn't as relevant for me anymore because I now use the iPhone 15, which has USB-C. And lastly, I used to have more, but I lent them to somebody, but I've just got some batteries, one AA and one AAA. I used to have more, but I lent them to people, or I gave them to people. So yeah, that's pretty much what I keep in this little pouch. Again, guys, you'll have to forgive me for the shaky camera. This is the best top-down view that I can kind of do right now. In here, I actually keep a mask. Now, I haven't used this mask like in forever, but it's just a face mask, just in case I ever need to use it. I know we're kind of past the COVID times, but just in case, I've got a face mask in this pouch. In here, I've got a precision screwdriver kit. So this one, I believe, is from Hoto or Fazebo. Let me check. Hoto. This one is from Hoto, if you can see the logo right there. And this is just a pretty neat precision screwdriver kit. It comes with a ton of bits. And I mean, there's not really much to say. It's got like a nice aluminum case, aluminum alloy case, I believe, and it has a free spinning head so that it's easy to kind of twist. It's pretty cool. I like it. So moving on to this pocket, I've got a tiny little first aid kit. This is from Coleman. You can find this on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think it cost me like $7 or something like that, maybe a little bit more. But it's just got some ointment, some like sting relief pads, and band-aids and stuff like that. So it's a good little boo-boo kit, good to have just in case. And then in this pocket right here, I keep a stain pen, so a Tide to Go pen. This is great for dealing with stains, of course. So for example, if you're at work and you can't necessarily go and wash your clothes, you've got a stain pen with you, and you can take care of any stains. So you're looking presentable and stuff like that. In here, I've got my student ID, and I have it in a little what would you call this? A badge holder. This is made out of metal. It's really nice. It's by a brand called Govo. It's got a really strong retention clip, and it's got a hole here if you want to use it as a lanyard. But I personally really like this a lot. And that's going to be all that's in this pocket right here. There's a little key leash that I don't keep anything in. But yeah, so that's going to be that pocket. Still continuing with like the outside, more miscellaneous parts of the bag, we're going to go to this pocket, which is kind of hidden. It might be great for like a passport or something like that. But in here, if I can get to it, in here, I just keep an air tag so I can keep track of my bag. So that's what I use this pocket for. It would be great for like a passport because the pocket is kind of hidden, but I use it for an air tag. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the main compartment real quick. So this is kind of what the main compartment looks like, and we'll start with the thing that's almost falling out. So let's go ahead and put this back on its side. So the first thing that I've got here is going to be the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse, I believe is this one. Yeah, MX Master 3. This, guys, I mean, you've probably heard a lot of tech YouTubers talk about it, but this is an excellent mouse. It can connect to 3 different computers by clicking on that button. And then it's got like a hidden button right here. And pretty much you can assign that to anything you want. So I have assigned it to go to like mission control on Mac. And then you've got the side scrolling wheel. And on this mouse, you've got a really nice scroll wheel. And then you've also got like a smooth version that has no clicks on it. So clicky, kind of like smooth click. And then you've got just completely smooth, which is really nice. You've also got front and back buttons, an LED indicator for your battery and charging status and stuff like that. This is just an overall, oh, wait a second, USB-C, which is awesome. Charges with USB-C and you can use it while charging. If you know, you know. But this is an excellent mouse, highly recommend it. And this is just a cheap case that I found on Amazon for it. You just search up like MX Master 3 mouse case, that is. Moving on, we'll go ahead and continuing with peripherals and stuff like that, we'll go ahead and get into the keyboard that I use. And I'll let you make a guess real quick. I'm sure you can guess what it is. It is the, oh, you can't see it now. It is the Logitech MX keys, or MX Master keys, or whatever it's called. This is an excellent, excellent keyboard. I love how it types. I love how, so pretty much a cool feature of this is when you turn it on, and if it's inactive for a while, when you bring your hands too close to it, the proximity of the keyboard, it'll automatically light up. So it kind of conserves battery life that way. I love that it has a numpad. There is a version that doesn't have a numpad. I believe it's like a smaller version, but this is just an excellent, excellent keyboard. You can also connect it to 3 devices, as you can see here. This is also the specifically for Mac, although it doesn't really matter which one you use. It feels super premium, super hefty, charges with USB-C as well. And I'm just in love with this keyboard. I take it with me to work every day, and it's absolutely stellar. Love it. And again, just for the sake of being totally complete, this is just a regular Amazon case that I found just by searching MX Master Keys case. So super easy to find. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into this pouch real quick. So this is going to be the Bellroy Tech Kit. It's a very popular pouch in the carry community and also outside the carry community. It's just an excellent pouch. I think this is a slate gray color, not sure what the color is, but I absolutely love it. I like how it's darker, so like any dirt won't show as easily. I also love the lighter accents of the leather. I believe all of Bellroy's products are leather working group certified, so they're ethically sourced and responsibly raised and stuff like that. But zippers feel super luxurious and nice, but this is what I carry in my tech pouch. So it's really nothing too crazy. In here, I've just got my power brick for my MacBook. This is for my 16-inch MacBook, which I actually don't have in this bag at the moment. I only have my work laptop, but this is going to be for my 16-inch laptop. I think this is a 100 watt or 90 watt power adapter or 99 watt power adapter. Not sure. Excuse me. Next up here, we've got a Samsung T7 SSD. This is going to be the 1 terabyte version. I believe there's a T9 SSD or something, or a T7, or no, this is the T7. I believe there's a T9, a newer version. This is excellent. I absolutely love it. I edit most of my videos off of this now, and I use it for storing documents and stuff like that, in addition to storing stuff on the cloud. In here, I've got like a Thunderbolt cable, so this is like a heavier duty cable. I think it's 240 watts capable or something like that, not sure. Actually, don't take my word on that. I'm not sure, but this is a heavier duty cable that's used for charging my MacBook Pro. In here, I've got a, if I can take it out. In here, I've got a USB-C to Lightning cable, which isn't as important now because, like I said, my phone that I'm filming this on is an iPhone 15, so it has USB-C, but this is still important for like my AirPods, which still use Lightning. And then in here, I've also got a USB-C to USB-C cable because that is the ultimate cable. I'm not going to take it out, but I've also got another USB-C to USB-C cable. That one's for my hard drive, or my SSD specifically, but I'm not going to take that out. In here, I've got a pen, which I don't think I've ever used, so I rarely keep this, but it's nice to have in an emergency. And then back here, there's a magnet. And back here, I keep my power bank. This is Aukey, I believe, an Aukey power bank. Let me see. Yeah, this is an Aukey power bank. And I was just using it to charge my Mac or my iPad yesterday, so it's got no charge in it. But I have that in there, and then I also have an adapter for my MacBook, and this is great when I need to use an SD card or connect extra peripherals and stuff like that. So that's what is in my Bellroy Tech Pouch. I think this is pretty slim, pretty streamlined. Pretty much everything in here I use somewhat often, except for the pen. I rarely ever use that. Moving on, we've got some less interesting stuff. We've got an umbrella. This one is from a brand called Repel. It's served me well over the years so far. I might need to replace it soon, but it's been good. I like it. I think for the amount of time that I've had it, it's served its purpose well, and it's definitely wearing down. I might invest in a better umbrella over the years, or when it's time for me to buy a new one, but this is working well for now. Like I said, it's from a brand called Repel. It's working fine. Next up, we've got the Bellroy pencil pouch. This is another thing that I haven't been using as much since I've started taking online classes. I just don't use this as often, and I mainly write my notes on my iPad or my laptop now, mainly on my iPad, but this is just a pencil pouch in case I ever need to take physical notes. I've got pens in here, I've got highlighters, pencils, stuff like that. Always good to have, even though I don't need it as much. In this pocket right here, I have two things. One of them is going to be gum. I carry gum with me everywhere I go. I absolutely love it. It's great for if you need to freshen up your breath after having coffee or after eating lunch or something like that. This is my favorite flavor of gum from 5 Gum. So I always buy this every time. Love it. And then I've also got some hand cream so that my hands aren't dry pretty much. Especially in the winter when it gets colder and drier. It's great to have some hand cream with you. And then one of the last things we've got is going to be my 12.9 inch iPad Pro. So let's go ahead and open this for you guys. I've got it on the Magic Keyboard. So I am mixed on the iPad. I think that the iPad is something that when I don't have one, I always miss and wish that I had one. But when I do have one, I'm like, why do I own this? And so I've sold multiple iPads and I've rebought them again. And I think that for me, an iPad is something that I always want to have. And I mean, even this one I use every day, but I'd almost rather have a laptop. So an iPad is something, oh, hey guys, you can see me. Hello. But an iPad is something that I use every day, but I wish that, or it's not that I wish that I didn't need one, but I just don't really know. I feel like when I have one, I'd rather be using something else, but when I don't have one, I'm like, I really wish I could use an iPad at the moment. So I'm really mixed on iPads. This is the 12.9 inch M1 iPad or M2 iPad. Let me check real quick for you. Okay, so this is the 6th generation, so I believe that this is the one with the M2 chip in it. The Apple Pencil is something that I only really use for school when I'm taking notes. I don't really, again, like, I'm so mixed on the iPad. Every time I sell it, I regret it. And every time I own it, I feel like I feel like I don't need it. I don't know. It's really confusing. And I feel like the iPad as a product is really confusing. But that's kind of where I stand with that. But again, like, I use this every day. And it's really nice, especially if you're like on the couch and you don't want to have like a heavy laptop that heats up. It's nice. But but I'll just leave it at that. iPad Pro 12.9 inch. And then lastly, I think this is lastly, yeah, this is the last thing. This is going to be my excuse me, that was kind of loud. This is going to be my work computer. So this is an M1 13-inch MacBook Air. I don't really have any say in what I use, but I will say that I really like this laptop. So I currently run a 16-inch Intel i9 2019 MacBook Pro. And that thing is currently starting to show its age. It's really heavy, it gets really hot. It's just not great to use. I don't like the design language. And I will say with this one, I don't like the design language as much, but the M1 chip makes up for it. And I'm really looking at getting a 14-inch MacBook Air, or a 14-inch MacBook Pro soon, maybe like the M3 ones that just recently came out. But this is my work computer, and I actually really like it. It's really nice. I love the processor in it. It's super fast and super snappy. I will say it does feel like some apps aren't optimized for macOS and some apps aren't optimized for the M1 chips, but that's fine. You know, I can deal with it. I really love this laptop. And it's my work laptop. And I feel like a lot of people can't say that. I feel like a lot of people hate their work laptops. I love this thing. So this is great. If I have a bag that's big enough, I'll usually carry my 16-inch laptop with me, but I don't think that this bag can handle it, so I don't carry it. And lastly, probably the most important thing, is what I'm carrying everything in. And this is going to be the Able Carry, I think this is the Able Carry Daily Plus. I'm going to do a review on it, but I believe the specs are, it's got either VX21 or VX42 expat fabric. I don't know too much of the specs. I think it's got like a ripstop nylon interior, or lining, my bad. But I'm not going to go into too many specs because I'm going to do a review on this specifically. But it's a pretty neat backpack. I've been liking it. And I'll have a review for you guys up within like the next 4 weeks or so, three to 4 weeks. But yeah, it's a good backpack. But that is everything, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you guys liked this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really loved it, maybe consider subscribing. Guys, I make videos on bags, everyday carry, and tech, so if that sounds like it interests you, I think you'll like it here. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at MaraGhost. I'll leave that link down in the description below for you. But that is it, guys. I've been MaraGhost, and I'll haunt you tomorrow. Bye-bye.